This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Jack Threads. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. A couple days ago, Apple held this education event where they talked about some of the ways that Apple's going to be incorporating some of their products into the education world to help our students, especially here in the United States, because we definitely do need the help as far as where we rank amongst other countries, as far as education, reading, math, and things like that. But Apple's trying to make this own little footprint inside of this whole mold here to kind of mold it in a way where it can be better for the students for the future. So it looks like everything's going to be driven through the iPad. And the first big thing they talked about was the new iBooks 2, the new application that's available right now in the iTunes App Store for absolutely free. And this is going to make it very, very easy for people to get their textbooks, especially high school students. They can get their textbooks very easily now. And most of the books are going to be, well, they have to be, looks like they're going to have to be $14.99 or less. There are some free books in there as well. And they're always going to be up to date, and the students will own their copy. And the main problem with the textbooks in classroom today is that they're mostly hand-me-downs. They're going to be, they've been around for years and years, and they definitely show their wear and tear. And Apple made a really good point just showing some of the textbooks. And I remember when I was in high school, some of my textbooks just absolutely sucked. So this iPad would make it way, way easier for that. And it's being more of a control as far as the distribution, as far as these books, the teachers or the school system be able to hand out promotion codes and things like that to the students to be able to do it. And also just navigating through a book in this new application is very, very fun and very, very easy. All right, so now I'm going to give you a quick little demo of the new iBooks application. Now the icon and the way it looks as far as the onset here doesn't really look that much different here, but I'm gonna go ahead and launch this book, and this is the Life on Earth book, one of the first books, first textbooks that's made for the iBooks 2, and it does take a little while to load. I don't know how it is for all other books, but this book does take a little while to load. But anyway, it picks up right where I left off, but I can actually pinch in. I'll actually come back out here to the table of contents, and if you want to, this is the video that plays when you first open up the book for the first time. It's a nice little introduction to it, so it's nice, but you can always skip that if you wanted to. So right here in the view, what I'm showing you here, I'm in the table of contents, and I can scroll through at the bottom here during the different sections or different pages in this chapter here, or I can go to the next chapter just like so. Again, I can continue to scroll and tap where I want to go to just like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the chapter here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start swiping through the book. And so this is kind of looks like any book or magazine that you've used on the iPad before, but it's really cool the way you interact with it. So I do have this video here that I can go ahead and start playing. I can just pinch to open that up. It'll go ahead and start playing the video just like that.
Biology.
Or I can pinch out just like that to go ahead and close it, but the video will continue to play. And I can pause it and stuff like that, different controls. You still have the AirPlay controls and things like that inside of it. Same thing for a picture. You can pinch and zoom to get a picture, or pinch out to get out of the picture itself. And so everything seems to work pretty smoothly as far as this book. And again, this is just going to be a better way for students to learn when you actually have, you're not just sitting there reading text. You can actually look at stuff and see examples of these different things, and then make things better. Now, another cool thing is note taking inside this application itself. So you just tap and hold anywhere in the article. You can slide down just like that onto this port right here that I want to remember for later. Then I can tap on it, and you have different options. You can change the color. Let me get over here so you can see it. You can change the color if you wanted to. All right, so now I'm going to tap on this, and now I can make this a note card if I wanted to. So I can go ahead and title this Ants, like so, and get out of that. And now I can just tap anywhere on here and access the notes section here. And so now I have that little section that I made a note. Now you can easily create this as a study card. It automatically does it for you. So now if you're studying, you know, trying to cram for a test, now you have the card right here with the information, and that is titled Ants. And I can go in and see that highlighted section that I went through. And then you can tap through and go through different key terms that were in the chapter just like so. And these were already created here. And you can slide anywhere you want to, any way you want to, just like that. So it's pretty cool. They also talked about and released the iBooks Author, which is available in the Mac App Store. Again, this is free as well. This will allow for almost anybody to go in and make their own free book. And it doesn't have to be a textbook. It can be a comic book. It can be a drawing book. It can be whatever book that you want it to be. But it's a very easy application to go at. Well, it may not be totally easy, but it's an easier application, easier way to make a book to release on in the App Store there for the iBooks application. So that's available right now for free as well. And then he also talked about iTunes U, which is now becoming its own application. You can get the iTunes U app, again free, again in the iTunes App Store, which will allow universities to, again, they already been doing this. This is my first time actually checking it out when I started using it. But allows universities to give classes and courses through their application itself on the iPad. All right, so overall, what do I think about this Apple event? Well, I think it's going to be a win-win for school systems. It's a more streamlined way for them to get the books out and get them out to their students. 2, they don't have to worry about wear and tear. And 3, it's going to be probably cheaper in the long run for them. And then for students, you have all your books in one central location. You don't have to worry about carrying around books or forgetting one certain book at home. You have everything with you. And then also to the price point, again, of these books are going to be very affordable, especially for college students. It's going to be very, very affordable for you. I know when I was in college, I had to spend, $300, $400 sometimes on books. And I just at the end of the semester, I didn't need it anymore. So this will definitely save the money. But it was still a long ways off before we see the thing as a commonplace. But I think this is a right step in the right direction for Apple as far as making this one other notch under the iPad's belt to make it still one of the top tablets out there and the top tablet out there. Let me say that by adding this education level inside of it. So anyway, guys, it's just my thoughts about the education event. But before we head out here, it's going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is JackThreads. JackThreads is the coolest place online to get the latest clothes from popular brands like Stussy and Hurley and Kid Robot. You can get clothes, you can get t-shirts, which are clothes too, but you can get sunglasses, hats, shoes, belts, and get all types of accessories. But the cool thing about this is up to 80% off of the regular price. So it's not a bad deal at all. But this is an invite-only club, but since you are a Soldier Knows Best viewers, that means you're watching me right now. You can go ahead and get an invite to this club right now. If you go to jackthreads.com/SKB, you're going to get access to all these cool clothes for very low price. Again, go to jackthreads.com/SKB. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below what you think about this education event. I know it wasn't anything spectacular, but the iPad 3 event should be right around the corner, so we'll be ready for that. But anyway, leave a comment down below about what you think about the new iBooks and all that stuff. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.